This is a test using the AirPods Pro 2 as a microphone for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Does it actually work? I've let you wait long enough. In fact, I'm probably going to put this at the beginning of the video, right after I did the original test. So you're going to go into your settings, and you're going to go into sound and haptics, which is past general, under notifications, sound and haptics, input. And you can see it's auto connecting automatically to CWV AirPod Pro. So it's bypassing the iPhone microphones. And that's it. I told you it was simple. Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. All right, we're trying something because from a video I just watched, apparently you can now, with the AirPods Pro 2 and 3, is use the AirPod Pro 2 or 3 as a microphone on the iPhone with iOS 26. Now, I'm in transparency, so I hear everything going on around me, but I did a little test upstairs, and I for sure could not hear the air conditioning, so hopefully this works out. It's not the greatest angle in the world, and the flash didn't come on, so give me a second, let me try that again. Alright, that's better lighting. But yeah, I can hear the cars going by, so I'm not interrupted, because technically wearing your headphones while driving is illegal. I think that's why transparency mode might be a thing, because I can actually hear. But how does it sound? Is it working is the question, I guess. But from my test, it definitely seemed to be pretty clear. It's just one of those random videos I watched on the iPhone 17 this morning, literally a few minutes ago, and the guy's like, if you need better audio quality, you need to be able to walk away from your phone. And he didn't really, it was kind of like a real quick expert. He didn't really go over it very much, like he almost regretted saying anything about it. I didn't honestly look at the channel name. It's not someone I've ever seen before, so it's one of those just random videos I end up catching. Oh yes, but good morning, everybody. It's not too bad out. It's in the mid-50s according to the car. Didn't even look at the weather app, and I got out of the house probably right on time, almost. I don't know how I managed that, considering I was sitting around like a bump on a log trying to get myself motivated, since I did not sleep for crap last night. I think I saw 12:30 go by on the ceiling. Had to keep getting up. My throat started bothering me. Big truck. Cisco. Or Cisco. Not Cisco. Not the phone company. Trucking company. Yeah, I made myself a couple hot toddies. Then I ate some dill pickled chips, trying to soothe my throat. And the minute I drank just a sip of Coke, trying to rinse out the chips, I just undid all the salt. The carbonation just, I was like, well, that was stupid. Well, if this does actually work, he was using the AirPod Pro 3s, but from what I've researched, the 2s are capable of connecting as well. But the 3s should have slightly better microphones, maybe have a little better sound, and they should arrive from Best Buy tomorrow. Cool thing about using the Best Buy thing is I get free Apple Care on them for 2 years with Total Tech. Plus, like I said, saved $20 on them by using my coupons from whatever. I don't even remember what the hell I even got at Best Buy that I kept. You can get $20 in certificates. It was going to expire, I think, Sunday? No. But I am using the rear-facing camera. I have you in the holder the opposite way. I'm using my watch to display it, trying not to move my wrist too much so I don't mess around with the zoom. But this could be a little bit of a game changer, because I'm always looking for little different ways to use my my AirPods. And if in fact they do work for a microphone, yeah, that's helpful. Plus, I mean, honestly, if I just have them in, I can, like, on phone calls and stuff, it's crazy how far away you can hear things. I remember when I tested these out, when I talked to my mom on the river walk that we just did on the south side the one day, I could hear stuff that was nowhere near me through them with transparency mode. So it almost gives you a heightened alertness of things going on. But like I said, I would be concerned about using them while driving, but I can totally hear that car that just went by. I hear all the noise around me. I just hope they actually sound somewhat decent for video quality. Assuming this works, I just stopped the camera and reopened it, so I didn't get a chance to go back into settings and verify that it was connecting to them. I will screenshot what you have to do to make this work for anybody that might be interested. Like I said, my first test, I'm almost 100% sure it actually was using the mics. Now, I did, just for fun, connect the mic 3 transmitter to the phone and test it. That did not work as a Bluetooth microphone because it does not come up as a microphone. It came up as other in the settings, so it could not determine it to be a microphone, unfortunately. That would have been the next best thing, honestly. That would have been better if they will give the mic 3's direct Bluetooth connection to the device in the native app. It's just, in my opinion, it's the easiest app to use. So, but assuming this is working and it sounds good, I'll go over the settings this afternoon. I'll have to do a test when I get home from 6 to 1:30. So when I get home, I will verify that it works and then make a screen recording of what I did to make it work without actually recording a screen recording. That was the only other. I don't know if that works with the AirPods or not, but I know it works with like the DJI mics. If I were to do a screen recording and have that mic selected, you can also make the Bluetooth mic work, which is weird that you can force it to do it, but you have to record twice. So, alright, safe to work. About 7.5 hours. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, everybody, good afternoon. Well, see, now I hear the startup for the recording and the stop of the recording in my ears, so I really can't tell, because I tried tapping on them. I might not be tapping where the microphone is. Maybe the noise cancellation is killing it out. I don't, which would be awesome, because like I hit my other headphone or microphones all the time. Oh, this would be really neat if this actually is working. So we're gonna go home, get puppy dogs released, give them some food, and then we're going to import and play back the footage and see if it's actually working. How am I going to tell that? I have no clue. If it sounds better, I guess I need to do a test with them not connected and then test with them connected to see if I can tell a difference. But I mean, like I said, it might be working, it might not, I don't know. But that day is done, and now we close tomorrow, and I got notification from Best Buy that my headphones will be delivered via FedEx tomorrow, which is the better of the shippers because they are a morning shipper to us. UPS is 4:30 in the afternoon, FedEx is usually around 11:30 in the morning, which gives me time to actually charge them and potentially use them tomorrow night at work. Let's head home and see a pupper dogs. That's one thing I really get ticked off about with the watch, is when you actually want to turn the dial and change your lenses, it usually most time does not work. But then when you don't want it to change your lenses, it'll just catch your wrist and change them. So you gotta be careful. What you doing, princess? What you doing? Huh? You happy girl? Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Oh, man's like, they're gonna take it away from my mother. I'm sad, puppy. That's headphones are not in right now. We are doing a non-headphone test. I'm going to change the setting, which I put live listen on. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to put them back in and see what we get. Okay, we are now reconnected to the headphones, so does it sound better? Is it any different, or is it still going through the phone and I was lied to? I don't know, but anyway, puppy dogs, go on, go potty, get going, boop, boop, boot your butt, whoop, dead plant, get that out of my head space now, finally, yay, what are you doing, Mateo? You're a jerk. Alright everybody, I have figured a way to actually determine whether or not this is working, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get away from the camera, and if you can still hear me, then the audio is being recorded through the mics on this. If you can no longer hear me, then we know it's not working. You do have to make sure, though, I would like to make sure every time that I'm connected. So let's throw this clip in and see if, in fact, the microphones are recording audio on the iPhone camera. Okay, it works. It is actually going through the AirPods because I was all the way at the back of the room. The question is, does it work on one AirPod, and does that shove all the sound over to one ear? Right now I have the right one in, so that's what we're testing right now. And I will show you guys in a screen recording. It's simple. If you have the AirPods Pro 2s or 3s, I don't know what generation, as long as you can put iOS 16, I'm assuming, we should try the 12 and see if this works with that as well. It'll let you know how far back you can go. This is actually a really cool game changer for the iPhone, I think. Alright, one more test with the 16, then we're going to connect to the 12 and see if it works with that as well, because that is on iOS 26 as well. I put the other AirPod back in, and I had audio in both ears. So you do not have to wear them both if you don't like wearing them both. Some people like only having one in, that way they have, regular hearing in one ear. But honestly, the audio that you're getting, like, I can hear the air conditioner back there. I don't know if you guys will hear it when I actually film the, when you see the clip, because I don't know what noise cancellation these actually are in, or what you have when you're doing this. This is cool. Okay, time to try the 12. Okay, so we are using the iPhone 12, basic iPhone 12, on iOS 26. Front camera, because I don't have a watch connected, and I don't have, technically, because these are connected, you can press and you can start and stop recording by pressing on. Sorry, I'm looking at myself and the mic. This is part of the whole why everybody's so excited about Center Stage, because you can record video. Sorry, I'm getting excited here. This is cool. You can record video while holding your phone vertically, and you're looking right at the camera lens instead of like what I'm doing right now, where I'm looking at myself, which means my eyes are not focused. I'm looking at the screen, not at the camera, which is so small on this phone, which I think it's the same size anyway. Just to make sure it's working, I'm going to back. I'm already probably 8 feet away, 10 feet away, because this is I think an 18-foot room. So I'm probably about 16 feet, maybe 15 feet away. Apple, it is about time you did something like this. Now make the DJIs work. Alrighty, we are getting the kids out for a puppy walk here. It's 3:45 currently. And because you can now do this, I am running with the 4 terabyte Crucial hard drive. So we are running ProRes 60 frames per second, as well with now Bluetooth audio with the AirPod Pro 2s. So this ought to be interesting. Give the camera its fullest range with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And it's basically been confirmed by multiple YouTubers. They don't understand why they've given the 2 terabyte option, but yet you still need an external drive to run ProRes anything over 30. And the Apple Pro Raw as well. You have to have an external drive. So kind of, it just makes stupid to get a 2 terabyte model, in my opinion, at this point. Alrighty, we're gonna do, I do have the Mic 3 on me as well, and I do have the Pocket 3. Is this going to replace the Pocket 3 and the Mic 3s? No, but it's nice to know that if I need to pull the iPhone out because I don't have anything else on me, as long as I have my AirPods in my pocket, I will have better audio. I feel it's better. This will be more of the type of test that we're used to. Car didn't sound horrible. I feel like it cut down some of the noise. I did open the window at one point on the way home just to kind of do a wind test to see how much it's blocking out, because these are supposed to be really good with that. Alrighty, now you guys are switched over to the Pocket 3 with the Mic 3s. And is the audio quality crisper? Is it significantly better? We'll have to wait and listen back and see. So I already do audio improvements regardless, even with the Mic 3s. I do voice enhance. I used to do loudness, but I've turned that feature off because it was cutting too much down. So I don't use that anymore. But I did have to boost the audio a bit. The very first clip I did, I don't know if it's because it was early in the morning and I was not trying to be my normal loud, that I was kind of maybe too quiet. It was really low. That is boosted fully 12 decibels, whereas the rest of the video has been boosted only 4 decibels. And this spot just caught my eye. I know I've shown it before, but we got some wind, so let's get the iPhone back out and see how it handles windy conditions. And let's see how the video quality looks on this against the Pocket 3 running ProRes. Not running them together this time. Kind of difficult to aim everybody, especially when one thing's on a gimbal and one thing's not. The nice feature here is you do have significant more zoom, and you can do it while recording. And this will be the interesting part when we can finally get ourselves the hands on a 17 Pro. I've fully made my decision that I am going down on everything. Storage 256. The Pro, not the Pro Max this time around when I can do it, because it's just, this is, I mean, the screen is nice, but the battery, because they've increased the battery size, especially in the US with not having a SIM tray, people in the UK, and they're not happy. They are getting shorted 2 hours on both devices, 31 hours on the Pro and 37 hours on the Pro Max, because they have the SIM slot, because there's less battery in it. So they're a little disgruntled, but I can't wait to see center stage and be able to actually hold the camera vertical instead of have to hold it like this all the time. I understand why people record that format. It's so much easier to hold the phone, especially for long periods of time. Right now, I've got an external drive on the back of this thing, and it's tweaking my fingers a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And this, I can't wait to see how much lighter. I don't even know if the Pro is light. Well, it's gonna be lighter than the 16 Pro Max. One thing you gotta be careful though with using the camera control, because you can mess up. Now, I couldn't find my zoom controls and stuff. I was trying to find how to activate settings this morning. I couldn't even remember how to use the camera control. And a lot of YouTubers that was, now the way I'm holding it right now, camera control is really convenient to start it and stop it, instead of reaching up and hitting the plus minus buttons. But other than that, and it feels like they basically, there was a little, I'm pretty sure it was the millimeter wave. They replaced that with the camera control button and put it somewhere else on the phone. And I guess on the US models, there's actually a spot around the top of the device, and the whole camera plateau has got the antenna band all the way around it and try to kind of mold it in there. So yeah, so my Mike has converted me, well, that and the K&F Concept colors. Thinking of going orange, 256, and just the Pro. And because like I said, I got like, I think 88 gigs available space for a 256. So I am wasting nearly over 838 gigs of space on this phone. And if you're going to start using external drive more, because you're going to have to anyway to run the ProRes, what's the point? And now with this, that's a game changer in my opinion. And I don't know that many people know about it. There's quite a bit of wind blowing through right now. I'm just curious to see if that ends up in the video or if it cuts the wind out. Because changing the modes did not do anything to the microphones for the video. But I'm just curious if it actually is doing wind noise reduction for you as well. There's not a lot of breeze, but just trying to capture it when there is some. So the one definite downside to having the external drive connected is your battery life's going to take a dump real fast. I think I'm down to 54% from 73. So that's not good. Not good at all. But that hopefully the newer devices are a little bit better with battery performance when connected to external drives. But the phone's also getting, well, at least the drive itself is getting very, very warm. So, and I'm not sure, does the front camera do 4K 60 ProRes? Well, I guess when you turn it on, it does. It wasn't, but now it is. So, yes, the answer is yes, it can do ProRes 4K 60 on the front. It can't do 120. That's what it can't do. But yeah, this is so far been a very successful little walk with the pups. We haven't got, I don't know if we've got any boom booms though, because I haven't picked nothing up. So, at least they've gone piddle. They've already eaten. What time is it now? 4:17. We've already been out here a half hour. I'm gonna go have a bowl of chicken noodle soup. And I'm gonna relax a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll even throw a movie in, because I haven't watched a movie in forever. Remember those things? They're like, you know, TV shows, except 4 times as long. One more odd little thing that I saw when I was playing around in the Photos app is you can't record 4K 60 directly onto your phone, but you can import it into your phone. Why can't we just do it one shot and be done? I don't understand what the problem is. Apple, care to explain? I would love to know the answer. If we can import it into the phone, why can't we just record it directly on the phone that way to begin with? Save ourselves several $100s on an external drive. All right, one more audio test on the mic 3s quick before we call this out. Well, the convenience thing is like in the late night walks and the early morning walks, which we really haven't gone on too much lately. The iPhone is much more convenient because of having the flash on it, or if you're overseas, the torch. So I don't have to connect any extra lighting, and it's still pretty visible. At least with this dog. The little darker dog, he's a little harder problem in the dark. But we're going this way, Mateo. Chicken noodle soup time. Yum 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 yum. Homemade chicken noodle soup with cabbage in it. Oh, so good. Alrighty, it has been a few hours since I had this thing connected, and that was oddly strange. It just shut the recording right off. But everything connected right back up. I even erased the drive. I really hope it's saving these clips because it keeps shutting off on me now. I really hope I didn't mess it up when I erased it with the computer. I'll test this one. I think that's longer than it's been recording. But yeah, everything reconnected nicely. My mode stayed, went back to ProRes 60. So that's a good sign. Ooh, I can take pictures in ProRes 60 now? Sure can't. It was not in the right mode. Okay, that's the first time it has switched over. I don't know. See if we have any more problems here. 10 seconds. Now. All right. Well, I think it's back up and running. Not a lot of clouds, but there is a really pretty pink one down a little further. And over here this way, it's looking pretty. Ish. Boy, I tell you, the 5X still blows that out. 1X is going to make it look nice, and the other ones are making it look just ugh. This is what I was talking about the other day with the infamous Crucial drive. because this is the drive that keeps crashing on me over and over again. So I have to keep rebooting it, and I've lost stuff. That's why I was hoping I got everything in earlier. We'll see if those clips saved. Front-facing camera is in ProRes 4K 60 right now. Sorry, I keep looking at me instead of at the camera. Little green dots where you need to look, so you're looking at the camera lens. Yeah, unfortunately, as you go down to get closer to this, you start to get to the point where you're too low to get a good angle of it. I don't know if that pink cloud is still out back. I don't see it anymore. I think it might be gone. Now that's about the best I'm going to be able to do. Let's just, that's 2x. And see how it just loses all the color at 5x? I really hope that's a change for the 17. That it's able to maintain the color at the zoom level. That really, you'll notice it. It lost quite a bit going to 2x, but then when you go to 5x, boom, it just clears the sky right up. The weird thing is my camera keeps launching in cinematic mode. I'm not changing modes, but I'm getting this, like, it almost sounds like a dialing. It goes do-do-do-do-do, and then I had the problem afterwards, but this time it's staying. That is beautiful. I know we got poles in our way. Since nobody is allowed to come out of this road, I guess it's safe to stand in the middle of it. There, poles out of my way. So 1x, 2x, it starts to fade, and 5x, yeah, the color just disappeared. You literally see it. You literally see the color disappearing in 5x. What in the hell? I remember doing this before. It's just been so long since I filmed with an iPhone. Come back to 1x, and magically it's yellow again. That is... it's not good, really. Is it, Mateo? It's not good. Especially considering you're a yellow dog, so if I go 5x, you're not going to be yellow anymore. You'll be white. Kind of. Okay, so he's like a light brown. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that's enough playing around with this thing for the night. I just wanted to come out and see this beautiful sky. It looks really cool behind me. On center me. Not bad for the front camera. All right, I will catch you guys in the morning. It is closing shift, and it's till 9:30. AirPods Pro 3 are supposed to arrive tomorrow via FedEx. We'll see how that goes. If we can play with them and I can do any testing with them or not. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great night and stay safe. And if you have an iPhone and AirPods, give a camera a try.